A very good morning to you and welcome to MCCU News on the second Sunday of July 2015, which is our Holy Communion Sunday. In the headlines today, the prayer kesha happening on 17th of July. The encounter worship afternoon happening today. And the annual children's home visit happening on the 18th of July. I am your host, Isa Gashanja, and look out this day for a special guest in our segment who will be speaking to us about Jesus, the light of the world. But first, to the news. At about midnight, everybody was singing hymns to God. All of a sudden, the doors flew open and everybody's chains were set loose. The encounter worship afternoon happens today from 2 to 6 p.m. right here at Taifa Hall. Our guest artist will be Israel Ezekiah, famous for the song Wewe ni Mwema Haufananishwi. It is courtesy of the MCCU band and the praise and worship team. You cannot miss this. Deep calls unto deep and spirit unto spirit. Our 30-day chain prayer and fasting culminates this Friday the 17th with a prayer kesha happening right here at Taifa Hall. Ministering will be Dr. Lucy Mbogwa from Fountain Gate Church. The theme of the kesha is the encounter. Tell someone to tell someone to tell someone. Did you know that we have a compassion ministry in MCCU? And did you also know that MCCU has adopted a children's home? Well, now you know. Our annual children's home visit happens this coming Saturday, the 18th of July. It's an opportunity to give back to these young ones and to show them love. Just as the Bible says in Matthew 25, that whatever you did for these least ones, you did also for me. Make a date on Saturday. Let's go and be with the young ones. After this, we are going to take a short break, and when we're back, our guest will be in studio. Don't touch that. As I promised us, we have a guest in studio, and I am joined by the missions coordinator of the main campus Christian Union. Karibu sana. Thanks, Pastor John Karob. And right away, let me ask you, how is it serving in the missions docket, and why are missions important for Christians?
Wow, very good morning to MCCU members. Such a privilege to have served, that God has given us to serve in the missions docket this year. And I think I've enjoyed every moment of it, though not without challenges obviously, but we thank God for the grace so far. Yeah, and I think I've really grown together with my committee the same, and we thank God for the opportunity. Yeah, on to the second question about why it's important for missions, for Christians to get involved into missions. I think over time I've come to understand that missions at the heart is the heartbeat of God. All the way from Genesis to Revelation, the Bible is all about God reaching out to man, and that's what mission work is all about, reconciling man back to God.
Okay. Tell us about the annual mission this year.
we normally have an annual mission every year as a Christian union, and this year we'll be going to Marsabit and Isiolo. Marsabit is in Eastern Province, and the same case to Isiolo. And the reason we chose this is because we felt there's a need to reach out to those people who have not yet come to the knowledge of Christ. There's such a big group of people that have not yet come to the knowledge of Christ, and so we felt a need to go there. And we'll be going to 5 stations. The first station will be in Isiolo, a station called Archer's Post. Then we have 4 stations in the area around Marsabit. We have Marsabit town itself, we have Kurkum, we have Kargi, and we have finally Altorod. And in these stations we're purposing to have at least, we're targeting a number of 150 union members, so that we're able to distribute all across the 5 stations. As you can see, the number of stations are quite many, and we really need laborers for the same.
Okay, so as a union member, having got that information, what do I need so that I find myself in Marsabit? What do I need to do?
I think the most important thing as a member is got to understand that the reason why Christ saved you and you're not in heaven yet is because there are still people who not yet come to this knowledge. And I think it's really critical to have the willingness. I think that's the most important thing, to have the willingness to go out there and reach out to somebody with the knowledge of Christ. And you can do so many other things for people, but one of the most important things that you can do that will affect the eternity is reaching out to that one soul with the eternal salvation of Christ.
So I have purpose to do that. Will I now get into the bus and find myself in Isiolo or in Marsabit?
Willingness is important, but we thank God for the anointing that was upon Philip. The Bible says Philip was preaching to the Ethiopian eunuch, and then he disappeared. But in this case, we trust in God as much as that's very possible. It's also good to work with the reality of that is at hand. As much as you have the willingness, we need a transport fee, and so the transport fee alone is 4,000 per union member. And but the missions docket is working so much to see that we're able to raise at least a little bit of that for you. And so we're subsidizing the amount by 1,500, so each union member will be giving 2,500 towards the same.
Okay.
Yeah, towards your transport fee.
Okay. So members should not wait to appear in Marsabit.
No, let us hope and believe God that that will not happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should at least try raise 2,500. This you could do through the performance we've given out. So we have 50 slots. If each of your 50 friends gave you 50 shillings, that's already 2,500. Yeah, so try reach out to the performers, and also talking over to a number of people. No, you will get the money. Sure. It's possible.
Thank you so much for joining us in studio. I know we will have you another time before we go to Marsabit to teach us how to appear in discipline. We've come to the end of our bulletin this morning. I wish you an enjoyable rest part of the service. I have been your host, Issa Gashanja, and I leave you with a quote by Miles Monroe that says, "Desire is craving enough to sacrifice for."